Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and we're going to do a little review of some of the trades this week and some of the setups that are setting up. Try to get two videos out to you tonight. These are actually, we're going to go review the trades so far from Monday. It's called this a midweek update, and then go over some of the 10 for 1,000 watch list setups. ENTR stock we took off this week on Monday, and basically, bought before this gap up. We held into the consolidation, expected that breakout, took the breakout, and just took profits, and it still looks very strong. This was an old watch list, so good to be moving on from that. AMD, great trade the last few days. We just got in on that pullback, and the reason I got in, again, talking about the education that comes along with these videos, how important it is to review why you get into certain levels. In this case, we're looking at AMD. I'm moving this around here. AMD, and when we pulled back here, I knew we were down, at a good level where I wanted to start accumulating in the $6 range, and it actually dropped down to 580, held at 580 range, came back into this channel. Once we kind of popped and retraced 4 days, and we started holding the 20-period moving average, I got in. From that, we made that run right up to the 200-period moving average, and actually took profits a couple days ago. Then got back in it today, so actually back in looking for the further upside on AMD. And a nice close today, some volume, everything looks really good for AMD. CREE. CREE was just a setup off of a pattern setup. It's called a slanted inverted head and shoulders pattern. Stochastics were just pulling back. We're, went for the divergence play before it even happened. But I have a feeling that we're going to hold. It was a pretty decent candle here, and we started holding that right shoulder. So once I started to establish that downtrend, and this is a stock that's been sold off for a while, so not a bad risk-reward type of trade. It played off nicely. It actually continued to move today, and it looks like it still has momentum in it for tomorrow. So CREE still looks very good. Mercado Libre here. This was actually a short I took, and we held that 20-period moving average. Took a couple of hedges, took a couple of shorts, didn't play out. This one broke a little higher. I covered. And and that's just showing you not to fight a strong tape here. The market's been an uptrend. This is the same situation where you see these rock hard stocks pull back to the 20-period moving average. We never lost it, so I was, since we held on, I was forced to cover. And again, stochastics pull back. At any point we start to see that crossover in the stochastics, we held the 20-period moving average. Very bullish move there. So still very strong stock on MELI. Hershey's still setting up. This one just was holding on 100 shares and not really doing much with it. I think there's a better buy trigger above 48.20. Stochastics look okay, and actually, has that potential. Hershey's definitely has the potential for moving higher here. APC, Anadarko Petroleum. We bought this one right before the 200-period moving average. That was breaking above the 200. Just looking for that 2-point pop on it. We got it, sold it into that. Very nice trade. SDS, we took the SDS a couple times, actually taking a hedge in the SDS tonight or today, going into tomorrow. So we'll continue to just look at that type of overnight hedge. You could, short certain stocks, gold, and I like to just short that ETF, the S&P Pro Short Shares, and look for that just as an overnight hedge, kind of protect for any type of early morning or overnight flush. So not much to look at on that right there. And just to go over a couple more stocks, and then we'll move up to some new positions. PSMT, SMT, great stock, still consolidated, took profits in it, expected a little further upside, but it was, just not moving. So really took a lot of profits the last 2 weeks, and PSMT, one of those profits, one of those profit-taking stocks where we took it off the table here. Still looks great. Actually, I do feel that very strongly this is going to break higher. Just at the time, I felt the money could be spent elsewhere. And then Micron, another fantastic trade out of today. We took it right. We got in on the consolidation, added to it yesterday, and boom, we took off today. Beautiful move. Sold into strength. Sold right near the top. Actually, it was a great trade. Pulled back all the way back to the 200-period moving average. Still like it. Looking to get back in it. on MU. So looking to get back in on that one. So a couple other setups here. Diamond Offshore. Did we go over that Diamond Offshore? That was just a classic breakout here. And again, very bullish on this one the last few days. We called for the 3-day rally. Looked as we were going to squeeze up towards that 200 period moving average. So very good setup. Took that off the table, and it would just wait for the next setup in that. And then we're going to take a look at some of the 10 for 1,000 watch lists that are set up. The AIG, we're going to go through these fast because you have all that information on the website. But just to Anadarko Petroleum, we already did that one. Diamond Offshore already hit its target off the 10 for 1,000 watch list. The FRO Frontline, still a very nice wedge pattern. Continue to hold into the pattern and looks okay. GNK, similar situation. Nice triple bottom here. We got the nice stochastic diversion starting to grind up, trying to hold the 20. Still look like this one a lot. GNK. There's a K there somewhere. We're just looking to break out of here and make that nice right on GNK. Ingersoll Rand, probably one of the best bets. I have right there. It says best bet going into the end of the week here. I really like this one. Closed very strong. Stochastics just crossing over on the top part of the downward trend line, attempting to move that quality stock. So IRL, LSTR, another trucking stock, looks great. Continue, absolutely looks good. Close strong. A follow through tomorrow should break this away from this channel. LSTR, MIR, again another great setup here. Slanted inverted head and shoulders. Actually, stochastics looking okay. Not the safest pick because of this one is pulled back so far from its over a month, over a year, going on a year and a half pullback here. So it's not going to be the easiest thing here to thread the needle and capture the bottom here. But I think I am in on close to the bottom here at 950. So MIR. And two of my favorites. We'll actually probably do another video here and just go over my favorites going into this week. So this one doesn't get too long. Sorry, 7 minutes. You know what? Let's kill it with one. Let's kill it all together here. Some of my favorite stocks going into this week. These are the best bets. All right. ITRI, coming out of the space. We've been waiting for this one. This was a good stock divergence setup. We held sideways consolidation. Stochastics pulled back pretty close to the oversold level. We really held a good strength here. Just sideways consolidation out of a downward channel, downward trend line. So, this was basically what we were looking at: a breakout, sideways consolidation, stochastics pull back, and now we're going to get that breakout. So, looking for some follow through on that one. ITRI, NAT. So we're bringing this one to the table today, into the room. Nordic American Tanker. I do like this for continuation. I like basically I pretty much like the close today on the highs, the crossover in the stochastics, and the momentum starting to push this one. I think we're going to break through that 20 period moving average tomorrow. So NAT I think is a good risk reward trade right here. NAT, if that comes up right. I don't know if we got that. Yes, we did. NAT. VMC, Vulcan Materials, all set up and ready to rock here. VMC, these are one of my favorite setups going into last week's watch list and this week's watch list. Some of my favorites right here. Ingersoll Rand, we went that one. The MLL, MLM, Martin Marietta, MLM. And again, another beautiful scenario here where you get the inverted head and shoulders, a drop down here, really causing that deviation from the 20, pushing back up here, and then you can see the stochastics pull back. We put it into that right shoulder. Everything's setting up here. We got the crossover. We have momentum. We have the close on the highs. We come up to the trend line. This one looks dynamite off the 200 period moving average. Definitely could see $80 in this one. So looking good, long and strong on that. Another one of my favorite best bets here. Also keep an eye on JBHT now. JBHT holding the 20 period moving average. Let's just watch this level. Let's see if we hold the 50 and we see how far we get back on the stochastics before this one starts heading higher and breaking out. Not my favorite, just want to put it on the start watching it closer here. So there's a bunch of stocks for you going into the end of the week. Some of the trades we've made, some of the trades that that are setting up in some of the 10 for 1,000 watch lists. I want to do another video on stochastic divergence and trading, scalping the markets intraday using stochastics. And I want to get working on that right now, so look for that soon. And I think that's it. So this is Day Trader Rockstar, checking in with you again on the air every day from 8:30 a.m. to 4, bringing you setups live in the market, trading them live. See you in the markets.